So one of the first things that we want to learn in my program is stop bangauing. Stop giving excuses. Because on a daily basis, we tend to bangau. Yeah. Why were you late? Because of traffic jam. So you bangau the jam. Why did you wake up late this morning? Because of the alarm clock didn't ring. So you bangau the alarm clock. Some of us even worse. Why didn't you score in your exams? Because fated that way. Who decides on fate? God. So you bangau God? Be careful. You may just even bangau God. So stop bangauing. Turn to the person nearest to you. Say in their face, stop bangauing. Stop giving excuses. Yes, dalam bahasa Melayu, usah membangau lagi. Because if you tend to bangau, things will happen to you. Yeah. If you tend to give excuses for one thing, you will tend to give excuses for another thing. And the worst among us will start to use God as an excuse. Yeah. For example, why were you late to class? Because it was raining. Who brought down the rain? God. So you bangau God? Be careful. You might just even bangau God. So stop bangauing. Type it on that chat box there. Stop bangauing. Just in case you don't know the spelling of bangauing, there. I'm going to write it there. Yes. We are BENL students, right? We can create words. We have the license to create words. So that's my word there. Stop bangauing. Usah membangau lagi. You want something, you go get it. Will there be problems? Yes, there will be problems. No problem, no fun. We'll talk about problems shortly. But you want something, find a way. No more giving excuses. Because excuses will stop you. If excuses is that evil towards achievement, that distractions that you create. Let's not talk about other people. You created. So stop bangauing. Usah membangau lagi. Just to make sure that everybody's still alive, you're still with me. Type Y there to show me that you're still there with me. Yeah, Y as in yes. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Good. Let's move on. What achievements have you had in life? Now, I mean, Rizman, how old are you right now, Rizman?
I'm 21.
21. So from 0 to 21, I'm sure you've had achievements in life, yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Everybody in the class right now, everybody in the webinar right now, I'm sure you've had achievements in life. I mean, you tak ya pun, the achievement of getting into IIUM, it's an achievement. Yeah, that's an achievement. Yeah, the achievement of waking up this morning, the achievement of getting into this webinar, that's an achievement. So since 0 to 20, 21, 22 years old now, I'm sure you've had achievements in life. How about listing down 3? List down 3 achievements that you've had in life. Start now. 3 achievements that you've had in life. Come on, let's see what achievements you've had in life. Because everybody has at least one 20 years of experience of life. Not one achievement, seriously. Come on. Yeah, being alive, that's an achievement. Thank you, Amira. What achievement? Come on, give me some more. What achievements that you had in life? Give me one. If not 3, give me 1. Come on. Getting out of bed, Shazza, that's a big achievement, Shazza. And it says, own a bookshelf. You own a bookshelf. Cool. I got 3. There you go. There you go. So as you're listing out those achievements there, something that you want to realize is you've had that track record of achievements. Yeah? I mean, if you can do one thing, then you can do another. If you've had achievements in your life, It only gives meaning to say that you will be able to have more achievements because you've had a track record. I mean, when you go for an interview one day, when you go for a job interview one day, people are looking into your resume and they want to know whether you've done things in life, able to handle stress, able to work as a team. Those are all achievements. And the reason they take you in for the job is because of those achievements that you had. So here's the point. You've had achievements already. So therefore, it means that you can have achievements in the future. So no more Bangau lah. No more Bangau. No more giving excuses that you cannot. No more giving excuses that you can't. No more giving excuses that there are too many things in my head. Hi, you have had those achievements in the past. It only means that you can have some more achievements in life. Whether you want it or you don't want it. Orang Melayu kata apa? Nak seribu daya, tak nak banyak bangau dia. If you want something, you will do anything and everything to get it. But if you don't want, all kinds of bangau will come out. So stop bangauing. Stop giving excuses. Let's go to the next question. Are you ready for the next question? If yes, type Y at the chat box. If you're ready for the next question, type Y at the chat box. Cool. Here's the next question. Did that achievement come about by choice or luck? That achievement that you got. Yeah. For example, you got to get into IIUM. Was that by choice or was that by luck? Mixture of both, kata Amira. All right. Sometimes by choice, sometimes by luck. Come on, getting into IIUM. That one thing, getting into IIUM, was it by choice or by luck? Who? Zakia kata rezeki. Rezeki kita bincang kemudian. Answer the question. Choice or luck? Choice, some people say luck, people say mix. So, there's a lot of mixed people around here today. Luck, by choice, yeah, by choice. Okay. Let's give that scenario. Let's say once upon a time ago. Let's differentiate between luck and choice so we understand the concept correctly. Yeah. Let's say once upon a time ago, after your SPM, after your A levels, you didn't have any university to go to. So you were sitting at the side of the road, not doing anything, lepak, not doing anything. And then Dr. Nora in her car, she was driving, she saw you at the side of the road, she stopped the car. She pulled down her windows. And then she asked, do you have a university to go to? And you said, no, ma'am. Okay, no university, you come into my car, we go into IIUM. Did that happen to you? No, that didn't happen to you. So how did you get into IIUM? How did you get into IIUM? Answer. How did you get into IIUM? Tiba-tiba ke? How did you get into IIUM? What did you do? Okay, Salsabila, you said by choice. Okay, what did you do into it? Your mother made you do it. Don't bangau your mom. Correct. How did you get into IIUM? UBU, yes, you registered, you applied. There you go, you applied. So what does it mean? You choose to fill up the form. You choose to send the form. Whether you got into IIUM or not, you didn't know yet. You didn't know it. But when you got it, that's called fate. But you chose first. And when you got the offer letter, you chose to pack your bags. You chose to travel all the way to IIUM. And from the many beds, you chose that bed. And you chose to wake up every morning to go to class, do the assignments, sleep late at night, go for the exams. You chose to do all of that. For some of you have been doing it for the past 4 years. So what does it mean? So what does that mean? It means don't complain. Don't complain. Don't complain lecturer gila. Don't complain too many assignments. Don't complain have to study online. Because you chose to be there. You chose to be in IIUM. You chose to be learning. You chose to interact with people. You choose to complain. Whatever it is, it's a choice that you made. So choose not to complain lah. Why? Because it is my choice. Yeah. Let's get this word. Every moment is a choice. I want you to screen capture this or take a picture of this. You may just put it up on your wall or your computer somewhere. Take a picture of this because this is a very important part here. Every moment is a choice. And you learn this since you were standard 1. But your teachers forgot to tell you the secret second sentence. What's the secret second sentence? Every choice is my choice. Every choice is my choice. I choose what I want in my life. I choose how to get it. I choose whatever it takes in the most halal sense of the word to get what I want in my life. So every moment is a choice. No more Bangau. Stop Bangauing. Stop Bangauing lecturers, stop Bangauing parents, stop Bangauing economy, stop Bangauing COVID, stop Bangauing government, stop Bangauing anything. Every moment is a choice and every choice is my choice. So choose lah. So what is luck? What's luck? PUAN, what's luck? What's this word called luck? Give me a scenario. Give me one situation. Come on, type one situation there. And you say that's luck. Don't give me a definition. If you give me a definition, we'll be arguing for years. Give me a situation which you say, this is luck. Type stepping on $100 bill. Fikri says, walking around and then 100 ringgit. Is that what you mean, Fikri? Yeah. Okay. So here's the point, Fikri. Switch on your microphone, Fikri, and you answer me this. Yeah. Who chose to go out of the room that day?
Mostly me.
Me. There, yeah. Who chose to go out the room at 9 o'clock, not 9:05 minutes, not 9:30?
Likely me as well.
Me. There you go. Who chose route A, not route B?
That may be partially my friends. I would say me as well.
There you go. Even if it's Rizal who was pulling your hand, you choose to follow. There you go. Who choose to walk and look down or walk and look up? Rizal, Fikri?
My guess would still be me.
Still be me.
Unless,
so? There you go. Choice. We got luck. Whether there was a 100 ringgit bill on the ground at that moment of time, we don't know yet. This is what we call fate, things which you don't know. But you choose first. We got luck. Let's say, okay, yeah, Dia says class is cancelled. All right, luck. Is that luck, Dia? Who chose to wake up that day? Who chose to prepare themselves, prepare their books? Who chose to walk all the way from the asrama to the class? You did. Who chose to go there early or late? You did too. Whether the class was cancelled or not, we don't know yet. This is what we call fate, things which you don't know. But you choose first, dear. We got luck. Getting saved by getting hit by a car, Captain Irdina. Okay. This is a very good point. Getting hit. There's 2 points there. One is safe, another one is getting hit by a car. So let's talk about getting hit by a car. Okay. Who chose to go out of the house that day? Who chose to take the car on that particular day? Who chose road A or road B or road C? Who chose to go how fast or how slow on that particular road that day? Whether you're being hit by a car or not on that particular day, whether you got into an accident or you missed by a few centimeters, we don't know yet. This is what we call fate, things which you don't know. But you choose first. We got luck. So here's my point. There is no such thing as luck. Luck is a word which is created by people who like to Bangau. What do I mean? You see, there are people out there in the world who bangau everything and everything on a daily basis. Yeah? For example, they'll say, oh, look at my pants, it's so tight. They bangau their pants. Whereas on the day they bought their pants until today, the pants is the same size. What changed? The stomach. So there are people out there who bangau and bangau and bangau and bangau everything in life, including they bangau themselves, and some of them create this word which they can bangau called luck. Yeah. I didn't get to score in the exams. Why? Because I don't have the right computer. You are rich, you are lucky, you have parents, you are lucky. So they bangau this concept called luck. Now, so the worst among them will say, luck is like fate. If luck is like fate, and Allah decide on fate, that means you bangau God. Be careful, eh? You may just end up bangauing God. Tuhan tidak akan mengubah keadaan satu kaum tu sehingga kaum tu mengubah keadaannya sendiri. God will not change your situation until you decide to change. Meaning, God will always be there. God has decided so many things for you. But at the same time, God has given you this power called choice. That's why there is heaven and hell, Jannah and Jahannam. Yeah? You choose. Based on the choices that you make today, you will either end up in Jannah or in Jahannam, na'uzubillah. Have you ever had any ustad, we see lah, lucky, we get to go into Jannah lah. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Yeah, orang Melayu suka use the word what? Nasib. There you go. It is a choice, my choice. So that brings us to the next part. Life is full of choices. You learned this sentence since you were standard 1. Life is full of choices. Take a picture, take a screenshot of this particular slide. Yeah? Life is full of choices. But then again, our teachers forgot to tell us the secret second sentence. What's the secret second sentence? Choose lah. Choose lah. Every choice you make is right. Really, every choice you make is right. I mean, did you wake up this morning and say, today I want to make a wrong choice? No. You chose to do what you did because it was right for you. That's why you did it. Or not, you have done something else. Yeah. Some people choose to go through the red light. Why? Because they want to be early. They want to be early in their destination. It was right for them. So every choice you make is right. So have faith lah. Yeah. Have faith in the choices that you make. And when I say have faith, it is as simple as how when you call a Grab. When you call a Grab, you want to get to a destination, you call the Grab. Yeah. Rizal, I want you to answer this. Have you rode a Grab before?
Yes.
Have you taken a Grab? Yes. Okay. So when the Grab arrives, do you ask for the driver's license?
No.
No. Do you check the registration of the car?
No registration. No.
No. Do you check the oil and the air, the tires?
No.
No. You just get into the car, right?
Yes.
That's faith. That's faith. We all have that faith. So have faith in the choices that you make. You will do all your calculations, you will do all your thinking, but once you make that choice, you make a choice based on faith. And one of the best choices based on faith that you can do is when you make that choice, you start with Bismillah. You remember Allah. Therefore, your choices will always be guided. Hashtag deep sangat. Are you still with me? If you are still with me, type Y there. There you go. There you go. Everybody's still with me. Alhamdulillah. I need to check. Yes, there you go. Alhamdulillah. So let's continue. Let's continue to the next question. To achieve what you want in life, would you have problems? Would you face problems? Yes or no? When you want to achieve things in life, when you want something in life, would you face problems? Nurul says yes. How about the rest of you? Yes, yes, of course. Why? Because no problem, no fun. Yeah, we'll talk about that shortly, okay? I want you to list down 3 problems when you move house. I mean, move house, move room, you know, every semester you change dormitory, you move to another dorm, right? So when you move dorm or you move room or move house, give me what problems do you face? Give me one. Let's not talk about you. Give me one problem that you face. Dust, cleaning up. Yeah, there you go. Horrible mess, by the way. Yeah, yeah. What else? What else? Scared of getting new roommate. Yeah, dulu roommate lawa, sekarang roommate tak lawa. Last time roommate snore. Yeah, scary roommate. Yes. Misplaced important things. Yeah, a lot of things to be arranged. Yes, exactly. So here's the point. When you move house, when you move room, there are problems. So if there are so many problems, why do you move? Why do you move in the first place? Write down one reason. Why do you move in the first place? You know there are so many problems when you move house, when you move rooms. Why do you move? Because you want to. Very good, Salsabila. Why do you move? Come on, the rest of you, why do you move? To get a new experience. We choose to. Exactly. So that one reason, whatever reasons that you're writing there, that one reason, you know what we call it? We call it intentions. The niat or intention to do something. You see, there are many people out there who talk about you getting your goals clear, yeah, getting your destination clear. The point is this: if you can imagine a race, yeah, and the destination is the finishing line, everybody seems to forget the other line, because in a race there are 2 lines. One is the finishing line. What's the second line? What's the first line? Because the finishing line is the second line. What's the first line? The starting line. Very good, Amira. The starting line, exactly. That starting line is now. So at the start of this program, at the start of this webinar, you said you want something in life, right? That's your destination. What's your starting line? Why do you want that? Why do you want that? Because if your starting line, your intentions are not clear, then don't talk about your destination. If your intentions are not clear, your destinations are going to get very blurred, especially when the problems come in. If your intentions are clear, when your intentions are clear, when the problems come in, you might get distracted, but because your intentions are so clear, it'll bring you back towards your destination. So get down your intentions clear first. For example, my destination is to be rich. Example, yeah? My destination is to be rich. So what's my intention? Or my intention is I want to help so many people. I want to pay a lot of zakat. I want to give and help people. See, that's my intention. So when my intentions are clear, I am driven towards my destination. I know how to get there. So get your intentions clear first. So remember what you wanted at the start of this webinar. Some of you wanted to graduate. Some of you wanted a job. Some of you wanted to get married. Fine. Get your intentions clear now. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds right now to get your intentions clear. Write your intentions wherever you want to write it. You can write it on the chat box, you can write it on a piece of paper, but get your intentions now in relationship to what you want, which you mentioned before the start of this session just now. Begin 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Afiq writes it. There you go. Starting line. Ugh. Exactly. There you go. Now, you can write as many intentions. Yeah, what, Rizman, what do you write? To become a better what? What's that word down there, Rizman? Me. Yeah. So is there a destination or is there an intention?
Start for me. I think to improve myself first.
Very good.
Start.
Okay.
I think.
Very good. Now, when you want to set your intentions, you can set as many intentions as you want. Yeah. The more niyats that you have, the better, actually. Question is, what should be your number one intention? Let me demonstrate, okay? Fikri, you're going to switch on your microphone now, Fikri. You go to the masjid, yeah, Fikri?
Rarely, but yes.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Why do you go to the masjid?
To make most of the ibadah.
Thank you. Rizman, why do you go to the masjid?
Same answer. To make most of my ibadah.
All right, cool. All right, Fikri again. One day you want to visit me, you want to come to my house, yeah, in Setia Alam. Why do you want to come to my house? Fikri.
Whoa, all right.
Sorry? Why would you want to come to my house?
To your house?
Yeah. One day you want to come to my house. Why would you want to come to my house?
I think to learn more, I guess.
Okay. Rizman, why do you want to come to my house?
Firstly, maybe autograph. Maybe to share some experiences to relate to what you thought.
Guys, you want to come to my house to meet me.
Oh.
Clear? That should be your number one.
Yep.
Imagine you come to my house just, we want the autograph on it. So going back to that question is now, Fikri. Why do you go to the masjid?
Well, to meet God then.
There you go. Your number one intention must always relate it back to Allah. Then you can come with number 2 and number 3 and number 4 and number 5 intentions. But number one intention must always relate back to Allah. Why? Why? Because if you don't achieve what you want, you can always fall back to Allah, because Allah will always be there for you. But if Allah is never present when you were coming up with your intentions, then when things happen to you, you're going to fall back on what? The more you remember Allah, the more Allah remembers you. So have as many intentions as you want. It will help you drive to where you want to be. Always remember, intention number one must relate to Allah. How many of you find what I said just now makes sense to you? Type Y, type yes on the chat box right now. There you go. There you go. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. If you have questions, just write it down, because when there are times for you to ask a question, you can go ahead and ask your questions there and then. Yeah. Right now, let's go to the next slide. When your intentions are clear, your problems fade away. Okay, let's talk about problems now. Remember, as I said just now, no problem, no fun. Yeah, it's like when you're playing football and the opposite team keeps quiet and you win 100-0. Fun or no fun? No fun. Yeah, it'll be the most boring match ever. So in life, there will be problems. Accept the fact. No problems, no fun. Okay, let's talk about types of problems. Yeah. Looking at the box I have there on the right side of the screen. Yeah. I wrote the word me. What does it mean? It means some problems come from me. Everybody in this webinar, I want you to respond to me. Examples of problems which come from me. For example, I do not know how to speak English correctly. Is that a problem? Yes, that's a problem for some people. I do not know how to speak English correctly. That's a problem for some people. Okay, fine. Can that problem be solved? Yes, okay. Give me some solutions. How can that problem be solved? I do not know how to speak English correctly. How can that problem be solved? Type your solutions. Watch in English, start to talk English more. Thank you, Amira. Come on. I do not know how to speak English correctly. How can that problem be solved? Watch English movies without the subtitles. Very good. Watch Netflix. Yeah. Read more. All right, fine. Yeah, there you go. Very good. Read more. Yeah, exactly.
Speak more.
Speak more. Thank you very much. Marry an English man or English woman. Is that a choice? Yeah, it is a choice. Yeah. So I do not know how to speak English correctly. Can that problem be solved? Can. So problems which come from me can be solved. That's point number one. Look at the box now. Some problems are within my control. What are problems within my control? For example, I have no money. That's an issue with everybody, students or people who are working alike. Yeah, everybody have money problems nowadays. I have no money. That's a problem. Can that problem be solved? Write down on the chat box there. How can that problem be solved? How can that problem be solved? I have no money. Yeah, Amira, do business. Very good. Sama, I have no money. How can that problem be solved? Do part-time. There you go. Get a job. Very good. Sama. Ask from mom. Yeah, Sama. Steal. Is that a problem? Is there a solution? Steal? Yeah, it is a choice. Yeah, your choice to go to jail. Yeah, borrow, exactly. So I have no money. Can that problem be solved? Yes, it can be solved. So problems from within my control can also be solved. Let's go to the next one. Problems beyond my control. What are problems beyond my control? For example, you're going to class and it's raining heavily. Is that a problem for some people? Yes. Can that problem be solved? Can. How? Again, you're going to class, raining heavily. Can that problem be solved? What would you do? Umbrella, says Amira. What would you do? Take Grab. Very good. Run. Yeah, just run into the rain. Yeah, very good. Come on. What would you do? Use transporter. Puyo. Yeah. Don't go to class. Is there a choice? Yes. Macam biasa je Fikri. Remember, Dr. Nora is in the class today. So yes, the problem of rain, problem of beyond your control can also be solved. So again, some problems come from me. Some problems are within my control. Some problems are beyond my control. Guess what? Every problem has a solution. You learned that sentence since you were standard 1. Yeah. Every problem has a solution. No problem, no fun. So what do? When you have problems, have fun lah. Every problem has a solution. You learned the sentence since you were standard 1. But your teachers forgot to tell you the secret second sentence. What's the secret second sentence? Every solution begins with me. Every solution may not come from me. It may come from somebody else. But every solution begins with me. You decide what solves your problem. And it must come from you. It must begin with you, sorry. Yeah? Because why? Because you made a choice. So every problem has a solution, and every solution begins with me. Now take a screenshot again of this particular screen. You may want to put it up somewhere. So what does that mean? It means no more Bangau. Stop Bangauing. Yeah. Find a way, find a way, find a way. Yeah. Now you may ask, find a way sampai bila? Yeah. Until when do you want to keep finding a way? Until you are satisfied. You may not solve the problem, but if you are satisfied, okay lah. Because when you're satisfied, you reach this level called redha. You accept the situation. Yeah. So you'll find a way as long until it makes you happy, it makes you satisfied. You may not solve the problem, but it satisfies you. So until you're satisfied, you will keep finding a way. Ask friends, borrow money, meet lecturer, do whatever it takes in the most halal sense of the word. Find a way until you're satisfied. How many of you feel that what I just said makes sense to you? Type Y and you're still with me. There you go. Very good. Thank you. I really need to make sure that everybody's still with me. Yeah, there you go. Cool. So let's move on to the next point. Remember, we're still in this take charge session, and I'm showing you how to take charge of yourself. So among the things that we have already done so far, a person who takes charge is a person who stops Bangauing. A person who takes charge is a person who has a destination. A person who takes charge is a person who has the intentions. Their intentions are so clear for them. No more Bangau. There will be problems. Find a way. So let's go to the next question. How much effort does it take for you to become better than today? How much effort does it take for you to become better than today? Please type on the chat box. How much effort do you really think that it takes for you to become better than today? Salina says 1 step. Cool. Cool. How about the rest of you? 1 step at a time, kita ini, right? There you go. Cool. Idina and Salina can take over my job already, man. Cool. Afiq says a lot, but achievable. Fuyo. Yeah. How much effort actually does it take? Let me give you an example. In a race, and in that race, there are 8 runners. Yeah, 100-meter race, for example. Yeah, and there are 8 runners. How many people get number 1? Type on the chat box. Fikri says 1. Salina says 1. Yeah, 1. You know why 1? Because that one runner ran 0.1 second faster than number 2. It doesn't take much to become excellent. It doesn't take much to become better than yesterday. It may take a few seconds better. It may take a little bit more effort. Sikit je lagi antara nak dengan tak nak. And that sikit je lagi, the little bit effort means waking up for subuh, example. Oh, panas ini. Reading that 1 page of Quran, example, 1 page. Finishing off that 1 more novel, example.
Dia sebut novel.
Novel kena sebut juga, kita ni band students. Finishing it off. Later on, you ask me later on how I finish all those novels. During my time when I was a band student, I'll give you a technique on how to finish off those novels. So it doesn't take much effort to become better than yesterday, just a little bit more. How many of you have heard about this statement? Going out of your comfort zone. Yeah. How many of you have heard of that statement? Going out of your comfort zone. You know, I disagree when people say you must go out of your comfort zone. You know why? Because to go out of your comfort zone is like taking a fish out of aquarium. What happens to the fish? It dies. So instead of going out of your comfort zone, I suggest expand your comfort zone bit by bit. Again, I repeat, expand your comfort zone bit by bit. Because it doesn't take much to be better than yesterday. Just a little bit more. And you continue doing just a little bit more. Today, you continue doing just a little bit more. Tomorrow, by the end of the semester, you must be a better person than you started off at the start of the semester. Just a little bit more. Either you want to or you don't want to. Ya, even in Islam cakap ya, buat benda sikit-sikit. Tetapi mesti continuous. Let's go to the next question. When you were a kid, when you were in primary school, for example, yeah, what were your ambitions? When you were primary school, when you were small, what were your ambitions? I want to hear Ben students today lah. What were your ambitions when you were small? Type on the chat box, please. Let's see what's your ambition. Doctor Amira kata, pilot kata Ahmad Firdaus, teacher, dentist, lawyer, detective, ambil kau. Ni mesti geng-geng Hardy Boys ni. Archaeologist, scientist, Alright. I want to own a hotel, kata Rizman. Fuyo. Crime scene, ini mesti CSI punya cerita dia. Barista. Alright. Are you that person today? Are you that person today? No. Nah. You're a bad student today. Barista and Shakespeare doesn't mix. Okay. You know why? Because the goals that you set when you were small, the ambition that you set when you were small was not clear. I mean, I'm sure you remember your parents asked you when you were small, what do you want to be? Nak jadi apa ni? And some of you answered, I want to be a doctor. Your mind says, I want to be a doctor. But your parents forgot to ask the secret second question. What's the secret second question? What doctor? Doctor, heart surgeon, doctor, general patient doctor, dentist, doctor PhD in economics. What doctor? It was not clear. So as you grew up in life, from that day you had the ambition, and as you grew up in life, did you have problems? Yeah. Family problems, love relationships, SPM problems, health problems, money problems. Because of all these problems which attack you every day, that ambition that you had, you got distracted by all these problems. And you end up being a band student today. Far away from that ambition that you started out with. So, how to get your ambitions? You see, at the start of the program, you said you want something, and if that something is not clear, then no way are you going to get there. Yeah. Let me give you an example here. Rizman, I want you to answer me, Rizman. Rizman, let's say you're from KL, you want to go to Penang. How do you know that you've reached Penang?
When I see the signboard.
When you see the signboard, there you go. It's a clear thing. Yeah. What happened? What happened to you if there are no signboards?
I might just still wonder whether I have arrived or not.
Yeah, you might end up in Perlis. Yeah. So you see, what you want in life must be so clear, so that you know you're going the right way. You must set up all these signboards So you know you're going the right way. So when distractions come, you still know where to go to. Because all those problems and distractions in life, remember, there will always be there. Yeah. But because you are so clear, you know where you want to go, then your mind is always towards there. So let me help you now to get your goals clear. That destination that you want, get it clear. So remember at the start of the program, you wrote down there things that you want in life, things that you wake up to, yeah, that gets you out of your bed every day. Let's get that clear. Because if that's not clear, for example, I want to graduate, and that's not clear, when exams come, when assignments come, and people scold you, and itu belum lagi stress, pressure from parents, love life, because of all those distractions, some of us might not just graduate. For those of you who see somebody behind me, that's my wife. Jangan kita tiba-tiba ada lembaga ke belakang saya itu. That is my wife. All right, so let's get you clear on what you want in your life. 7 tips to get your goals clear. How many of you are ready to learn these 7 tips? Type there, yes or why. There you go. There you go. All right. So 7 tips on how to get your goals clear. Tip number 1. Write what you want, not what you don't want. Now, you can take a picture of this, or you can write it down, because this is tip number 1 to get your goals clear. I want you to write it down or take a screenshot of this before I explain what it means. Yeah. Write what you want, not what you don't want. Give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So let me explain. Write what you want, not what you don't want. Let me give you an example. Let's say you go to the McD, yeah, McDonald's, and you go to the counter and you say, no, the person at the counter actually starts off the conversation and say, what do you want to eat, sir? And then you say, I don't want fries, I don't want burger, I don't want chicken. By the time you reach number 4, the person behind the counter says, what do you want? You get me? So always say what you want, not what you don't want. So instead of saying, I don't want to be sick, you say, I want to be healthy. See that? Instead of saying, I don't want to be late, you say, I want to be early. Got that? Let's test you out. I want you to write on the chat box. Instead of saying, I don't want to fail, you say what? What do you say? I don't want to fail, you say what? I want to succeed. Very good. No. I want to succeed. There you go. I want to pass. Very good. Yeah. Hanan sempat tulis I. I want to try harder. Oh, okay. Christine, you said the word try. There is no try. Watch Star Wars. There is no try. Only do. Yeah, there is no try. I mean, I can prove it to you. We'll prove it with Fikri. Fikri, put your finger up like this, Fikri. Okay. Everybody watch Fikri. Fikri, try to put the finger, try to touch your nose. Itu touch, Fikri. I said try to touch.
I touch my nose.
Yeah, where got try to touch? You either touch or you don't touch. Where got try? No try. Yeah, there you go. So
I appreciate the reference, sir.
Yeah, there you go. No try. Star Wars. I want to succeed. Very good. I want to give my best. Very good. See, there you go. So always write what you want, not what you don't want. My late mother, when she was young, she often told her friends, I don't want to marry a guy whereby the guy's house is in middle of the sawah padi. My dad, his house was right in the middle of the sawah padi. In the end, Kedah. So what you don't want, you get. So instead of saying what you don't want, say what you want. So this is tip number 1. Write what you want, not what you don't want. Yeah. How many of you are ready for tip number 2? I want you to type that 2. Right? Type there the number 2. Tip number 2. There you go. There you go. Ready? Tip number 2. Be as detailed as possible. Yeah. Be as detailed, as specific as possible. Whatever you want in life must be as detailed, as specific as possible. Now again, you may take a screenshot of this, or you want to write it down. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now, let me explain. Be as detailed, as specific as possible. What does it mean? For example, remember you go to that McD just now, yeah? And you go to the counter and you say, I want to eat. What will the person behind the counter say? Eat what? Yeah. Then you answer, eat burger lor. Then the person behind the counter will answer, which burger? The big one. Which big one? And that conversation will continue until the person behind the counter understands what you want. Then they will know what to do. See that point? The same goes for us. In our minds, there is that person behind the counter. In all our minds, there's that person behind that counter in our minds. And every time we say, I want to be successful, the person behind the counter in our mind is asking, successful like how? And then you answer, successful rich lor. And the person behind the counter is asking, rich like how? Ringgit or rupiah? So when the person behind the counter in your head doesn't know what to do, then you will never get what you want. So tip number 2, be as detailed, as specific as possible. For example, I want to buy a house. Is that clear? No. What house? Bungalow? Condo? Oh, bungalow. Okay. Bungalow, how big? Bungalow 6 rooms, 8 rooms, 4 rooms. Where will this bungalow be? KL big. In Stapa. Stapa is big. You want to write until you see the colors of the walls. That's clear. That's specific. Yeah. Now, you know how so many people every year at the end of the year, they come with what New Year's resolutions, yeah, and some of them will say, I want to lose weight, and every year they put on more weight. Why? Why? Because they're not clear. They want to lose weight to what kilogram? When they want to start losing weight, when they want to reach the weight they want, they're not clear. And because they're not clear, when their friends give them chocolate, they say, tomorrow lah, I go on my diet. Oh, some people feeling the heat already there. So what you want in life must be as detailed as possible. So let's test, okay? Fikri, let's test you out. Let's say you want to buy a car. Is that clear?
Very clear.
No, that's not clear.
Wait. Oh, I want to buy a car. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. Make it clear.
A minivan.
A minivan, is that clear?
A Volkswagen minivan.
Volkswagen, clearer. Color.
Black colored one.
There you go. See? You want to be so clear that you can already see the plate number. That clear. Yeah. Thank you, Fikri. You want to be as detailed as possible. How many of you are ready for tip? Yeah, Fikri? Fikri, you imagine, continue imagine. We're going to skip to tip number 3 now, Fikri.
All
All right,
right.
how many of you are ready? How many of you are ready for tip number 3? Type there number 3. You are ready for tip number 3. Very good. There you go. Tip number 3. Here he goes. Write with faith. Yeah. Write with faith. Oh, this is hashtag deep sangat. Write with faith. Now I've been bugging Fikri dengan Rizman. Let's bug somebody else now. Who's willing to talk to me? Salina, are you willing to talk to me? Please. Switch on your microphone, Salina.
Yes.
Come on. Yes, Salina. Good. Right with faith. Now, where's faith, Salina? Where is faith? Head or heart?
Faith is what I believe. Is
Okay.
it?
No, belief and faith are two different things now. Okay. Beliefs are made in the head. Yeah. Beliefs are made in the head. Beliefs can change with knowledge. For example, once upon a time ago, some people said, smoking is okay, no problem, no health problems. And then knowledge came in that smoking was bad. That belief changed because of knowledge. So what's in the head can easily be changed. These are beliefs. Yeah. Faith is in the heart, Salina. Yeah. Faith is in the heart. You feel for it. Meaning when let's test out. Okay, thank you, Salina. Let's test out Fikri now. Fikri, I'm sure you have many friends, Fikri. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, then.
Alhamdulillah. If you don't have many friends, today would be the day. All right. So from those many friends, not everybody is a close friend. Yes or no?
Yes, agreed.
Some are just friends. Some are close friends. Yes or no? And
Okay.
you choose your close friends. Yes or no?
Yes.
There you go. Because how do you choose? You feel good with them. You feel good when you're with them. Yes?
Very
That's
much
faith.
so.
There you go. You feel for them. So when I say, thank you, Fikri, when you write with faith, it means whatever you want in life, you must feel for it. Because if you don't feel for it, remember, yeah, emotion drives behavior. Remember I told you at the start of this program? Emotion drives behavior. So whatever you want in life, you must have that feel. How many of you watch Frozen 1? Type Y over there. How many of you watch Frozen 1 type Y? There you go. There you go. There you go. Remember at the start of the Frozen 1, the princess was brought to the trolls because the princess got magic, got mandram, and the trolls asked, is it the head or the heart? Because the head is easily persuaded, but the heart, it sticks. In IIUM, we learn Arabic, we learn tahqiq. It sticks. You must feel for it. So whatever you want in life, when you write it down, you must feel for it. That's tip number what? Rizman, what's that tip number what?
Yeah,
Tip number 3. Number 3. There you go. How many of you are ready for tip number 4? Type 4 on the chat box. Very good. Tip number 4. Write using confident words. Yeah. Write using confident words. Now, what's confident words? Let's ask somebody else. Anybody else who want to volunteer? Come on, switch on your mic. Give me an example of a non-confident word. Words which are not confident. Not confident words. Give me an example. Switch on your mind.
I'm not good enough.
Okay, what's that? Nurul Nadira, hi. So I'm not good enough. Stay on, Nadira. Switch on your mind, Nadira. So you were saying, I'm not good enough. That's not confident? Very good. Thank you very much. How about the word try? Is that a confident word?
Not really.
No, like Fikri is now. Try. There's no try. Okay, how about this other word now? Nurul. Feel. Is that a confident word?
No.
Exactly, you're right. For example, you meet Rizman at 12 o'clock at night in the middle of IUM. And then Rizman suddenly tells you, I feel, no. Rizman says, I think I'm a man. Nurul, is that a confident? I
No,
think I'm a
that's
man?
not.
That's not, definitely not. Yeah. In fact, if Rizman starts saying that to you, run. Thank you, Nurul. Thank you, Nurul.
You're welcome.
So I think is not a confident word. I made a mistake just now. Feel is a very strong word. It is. Think, I think is not strong. I can, I want to. I have faith, that's even stronger. Yeah. So write using confident words. Those things that you want in life, you want to write it confidently by using confident words. Because you see, the words that you use come from your mind. So if the words coming out of your mouth is, I think I can, then your mind says, probably lah. I can, your mind says 100% can. Yeah. And because the mind came up with those words and that same mind control the rest of your body, so therefore you'll be more confident on getting what you want. You'll find a way. So write using confident words. That's tip number 4. Now I gave you 4 already tips. Remember, they're all together 7. I gave you 4. So I want you to test out these 4 tips first and review what you want to achieve. Now remember, at the start of the session, you wanted something. Yeah. Some of you want to graduate, some of you want to get married, some of you want to be more confident. All right, fine. Okay. Now using these 4 tips which I just gave you, I want you to relook at those things that you wanted and rewrite them back. Don't just give one word. I want to get married. Full stop. No. Make it into a paragraph. Make it into a sentence. Use all the techniques which I just shared with you. These 4 techniques. Yeah. Are you ready? Type Y there. You say yes. You're ready. Type Y. All right. So I'm going to give you some time. Using the 4 tips I just shared with you, revisit that thing that you want in life and make it clearer for you using the 4 tips. Begin So before we go to tip number 5, how do you feel so far? After using that 4 tips I gave you, how do you feel about what you want in life? Type down an emotion. Type on the chat box. How do you feel? No feeling is a feeling also, yeah? So how do you feel? Oh, everybody is so into the exercise that they have no feeling. So how do you feel? All right. Let's see everybody's still alive or not. If you're ready for tip number 5, type 5 on the chat box. There you go. Okay. So everybody wants to finish off the tips first before they show their emotions. All right, 5. All right. So say it with emotion. Tip number 5 on getting your goals clear is say it with emotion. Now, whatever you want in life, can you get it alone? No, cannot. You need people's help. But if you don't tell people, then how are people going to help you? That's number 1. Yeah. And when you tell, you want to tell it with emotion. Then people will be excited to help you out. Yeah. There's that sense of urgency to help you out. So, for example, you tell people, I want to graduate. Muka blur. Nobody's going to help you out. People are going to run away and hide. I want to graduate. I want people to help me out. Help me. People will come and help you out. Yeah. So tip number 5, whatever you want in life, you must say it out. And when you say it out with emotion. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go to tip number 6. How many of you ready for tip number 6? Type on the chat box. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Tip number 6. Always update your goals. Yeah. Whatever you want in life, always update your goals. And what do I mean by that? Let's say today you write, I want to graduate. Okay. Next week, revisit that goal that you wrote and put in more details. Make it clearer and clearer for you. If you say, I want to graduate, and a week or a month later, and you revisit a goal, and it's still the same, it doesn't change, then that goal that you have will change. You won't get what you want. Yeah? That goal will die. Your goals in life must live. So to make it alive, to make it come alive, every time you revisit what you wrote, put in details. Make it clearer and clearer for you. Because for some people, I want to graduate. And because they don't make it clearer and clearer, what happens? They extend. Yeah. After a semester, after 4th year, they extend to 5th year. They still graduate, but in 5th year. Yeah. So revisit those goals. Make it clearer and clearer for you. Update it. Clearer for you. It may not be clearer for anybody else, fine. But it's your goals. So always make it clearer and clearer for you. Yeah. So tip number 6, always update your goals. How many of you are ready for tip number 7? Type there 7. Very good. Tip number 7. When you achieve your goals, quickly make new goals. Yeah. Tip number 7 is, again, you can either screenshot this or you write it down. I'm going to repeat it again. When you achieve your goals, quickly make new goals. Give you 5 seconds to write it down, then I'll explain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's explain this. Many students in their Form 5, yeah, they're praying, you know, I want to get into university. And they get into university. So their goals is to get into university. But because once they get into university, they don't make another goal, after year 1, they get out of university. Yeah, why? Because their goal is only to get in. Many students in university pula, their goal is to graduate. And they graduate. But after graduation, they don't get a job. Why? Because they don't make another goal. Yeah. And some people, they say, I want to get married. Yeah. And they get married. But then they don't make another goal. What happens? They marry some more. Your mind recycles the old goal. You see, the things in your mind are like CDs. It'll spin around and spin around and spin around. So if you don't put in a new CD, your mind recycles the old CD. So once you achieve one goal, quickly make new goals, so that your mind keeps active to look forward to something else. I'm sure you met and you met many people who say, I'm in this state for a long time. I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know why I'm not improving. Yeah, because they haven't set for themselves what they want. In fact, they're complaining about what they don't want. So set for yourself what you want. Make a new goal for yourself. Every time you achieve one goal, quickly make another goal. Then your mind sets itself to look forward to something. And you move on. I gave you 7 tips on how to get your goals clear. How many of you found those 7 tips useful for you? Type Y on the chat box. Very good. Very good. Now, answer this question. How do you feel now? From the start of this whole session until this moment on time, have your emotion changed? If it has, how do you feel now? Motivated can self-vida. Thank you. The rest of you, how do you feel? Hopeful. My thoughts have changed. Oh, okay. Thoughts are here, yeah? Dia, thoughts are here. When I say, how do you feel? I'm asking here. How do you feel? Dia, how do you feel? Hopeful, kata Amira. Fikri, kata clear-minded. Again, clear-minded is here, Fikri. How do you feel? Motivated, confident. There you go. Remember, emotion drives behavior. So you must have that feel. You must switch that on. Motivated, Dia. Very good. Yeah. Now that feeling that you're having right now, all those feeling that you're having, you're listing out now, that's the take charge feeling. That's the take charge mode that you want to have on a daily basis. Because on a daily basis, you are always looking forward to something. We always want something. There will be distractions in life. There will be problems in life. No problem, no fun. So you need this take charge mode to get you through the day. Let's not talk about one semester. Get you through the day. Yeah. Any questions at this moment of time? If you have a question, this will be a good time to ask the question. Now, as you're formulating your question, I'm going to just remind you what we did. Yeah, a take charge person is a person who wants something in life. There's something they look forward to. There's something they wake up to. A take charge person is a person who gets rid of their bangaus in life. All those excuses which they create. Yeah, stop bangauing. That's something you want to anchor into your mind. A take charge person knows that it is a choice to get what they want. And they will find a way. So what? There are problems. A take charge person acknowledges there will be problems in life. No problem, no fun. So what do? Have fun. Every problem has a solution. Every solution begins with me. A take charge person gets their goals clear, gets their intentions clear, gets their destination clear. Then they will find that way. That's a take charge person. So if you have a question to ask, this will be a good time to ask the question. Now, I am now going to listen to your questions. I'm going to reward some of you who ask very, very, very good questions. Yeah, reward you like how? Reward you by giving you my book lah. I have a book. Yeah. So ask your questions. Some of you will ask good questions. Some of you will ask very, very good questions. So for those of you asking very, very good questions, I'm going to like write down your name later on, and then you will send me your email address. Yeah. And then you can, I can send you my book. Not through email. I'll post my book to you. Okay. So please, Salsabila, you want to ask the first question? How to define success? Switch on your mic, Salsabila. Can you switch on your microphone?
Assalamualaikum.
Salam warahmatullah.
Okay.
Your question is how to define success. Yeah. Why is this important to you? Before I answer that question, why is this important to you?
I think it is very important for me so that I will not giving up easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the good news. You define your success. Because my definition of success, Fikri's definition of success, Rizman's definition of success will totally be different. Why? Because each and every one of us have different standards. So you decide what is successful for you. If you ask me at this moment of time, how do I know I'm successful? How do I know I've reached this level called successful? It makes me calm. Meaning whatever I do in life, yeah, it may be in business, it may be in family, it may be in relationship, it may be how I drive a car. If it makes me calm, then I am successful. Now, what makes me calm and what makes you calm and what makes Fikri calm and Rizman calm and whoever else, yeah, you all have different standards. Everybody has different standards. So how about, this is the good news about it. You define your success. What makes you calm? Not happy, yeah? Calm. There's a difference here. What makes you calm? Because we all want to live in a situation where we are calm. Yeah. Dalam bahasa Melayu, tenang. Yeah. What makes you calm? What makes you when something happens to you, you say, yes, Alhamdulillah. Yeah. That's success. I hope I have answered your question, Salsabila. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come on. Salsabila has already asked one question.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. It relates to what you say about for our intention. The first thing first is we need to relate it back to Allah.
Yes.
However, as growing up, sometimes I know that fact. I believe it in my heart. However, there are times when it would be hard for me to relate it back to God. For example, when I go to school, and my brain focus on I want to pass the exam. But then after that I thought, oh no, that's wrong. How can I relate back to Allah? I usually have that kind of thoughts as growing up.
So what's your question?
If you have, how can we relate our first intention back to Allah?
Well, to always remember Allah is to always sebut Allah. To always remember Allah is always to say Allah. Nak menjemput Allah ke dalam hati, mesti rajin sebut Allah di mulut. Hashtag deep sangat. Get it? Rizman? Nak menjemput Allah ke dalam hati kita, kita kena rajin menyebut Allah selalu di mulut. So in our conversations, you must have Allah all the time. You know, once upon a time, Rizman, I was having breakfast in this gerai in Kedah, Jitra, and I was in this place where they were selling roti canai, and so I was sitting there, I was eating, I was enjoying my roti canai, and I was watching the scene in front of me, and the person selling the roti canai, the person making the roti canai, the people, the patrons were there. They were having a conversation among themselves about a certain topic. And I was just watching and listening to the whole scenario. And then I realized 10 minutes have passed in that conversation that they were having. 10 minutes have passed, and not one person had Allah in their mouth. I mean, there was no inshallah, there was no Allah, there was no na'uzubillah, there was no Allah at all in that conversation. Then I put myself in that situation. I said, if I was in that conversation and within that 10 minutes, I forgot Allah, what kind of person would I be? You follow me, Rizman? So in whatever you do, I mean, that's how we were educated when we were young, right? Our parents always say, you know, nak makan Bismillah, naik kenderaan Bismillah. Yeah. There you go. That's you remembering Allah already. Yeah. It can be as simple as that. That's one simple way. Another way is make sure in every sentence, in every conversation at least, in every conversation, there is Allah. So by always having Allah in your conversations, you will tend to have Allah in your actions. Follow me, Rizman?
Yes, Rizal. Thank you.
Very good question. So Rizman, so far you are in the lead of a very good question of the book. All right, come on, ask me a question. Yes. Assalamualaikum. Nama saya Rizal, bukan Ustaz. Siapa di sana?
Sorry.
Afiq.
Right. So yes, yeah.
Yes, Afiq.
Right. So first of all, I want to thank you because I've learned a lot today, and it's a pleasure to learn with you.
Good for you.
All right. So my question is, as the program today, as the event today, you have said that we have our choice. Sorry, we set our choice. We set our goals and so on, and stop bangauing everybody else on our failure. All right. So but I always thought I always thinking about when we are doing some decision or doing some choice, it also will affect our surrounding, our environment, or our maybe the people's around us. So how to sorry, is it what the word, is it okay to just set a goals or set a choice without thinking what others perspective, or how? You get my question?
I get your question. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good question. Afiq, stay online, Afiq. Switch on your mic, Afiq, so that I can interact with you. Okay? All right. Afiq, answer this. Number one, can you make everybody happy?
No.
No. So that's point number one. Make yourself happy first lah. Your actions will have consequences. It will touch other people's lives. It will.
Yeah.
The point is this. If you're not happy, can you make people happy?
Not really.
No.
Sometimes.
Yes, maybe. Yeah. Have you ever taken a flight to somewhere on AirAsia, Firefly, or Mars or stuff like that? Have you taken a flight before? Yes. So at the start of that flight, the stewardess will say, will give the safety briefing. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the stewardess will say, when the gas, the oxygen mask comes down, what do you do with it?
Put it ourselves first and then assist others.
Exactly. Put on yourself first, then help others. Very good. So same goes for life. You settle yourself first. Yeah. Only then can you help others. Because from the many people around you, not everybody disagrees with you. Not everybody is affected by you. Some may be affected, true, but not everybody. That's point number one. Yeah, Fik?
You're right.
Point number two. If you don't do anything, for example, you're standing straight, okay? You're standing straight and you don't say anything. Will people still talk about you?
Yes.
Exactly. Here, that's the point. You don't do anything, you don't say anything, people will still talk. There will always be commentators in life. Okay, yeah. Some of them will say bad things, and some of them will say good things.
Yeah.
So point number two, okay, you cannot not do anything. You must do something. Yeah. If what you do affects somebody and you feel that's important, then deal with it lah. But then you have to ask yourself, hang on, can this be dealt in another way so that I still get what I want? At the same time, yes, it may help, it may affect one or two people, but does it affect everybody until I cannot get what I want? Then you make choices. Yeah. So for example, there is this person who says, I want to marry that girl, but my mother tak suka. Example, yeah? Example.
Right.
So choice now, he starts to think, okay, choice number one, I follow what my mom says. My mom knows best. That's choice number one. Choice number two, I wait until my mother pass away. Then I go marry that girl. Choice number two. Choice number three, I go and tell my dad, tell my grandmother, so that they will pujuk my mom. Contoh, example. So look at the choices you have, yeah, and then choose one. As long as it's halal, jalan. Afiq, are you with me?
Yeah.
Very good. Have I answered your question?
Yes, clear, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Irdina asked the question. How to be sure that the goals that you want to achieve is actually the goal that you want? Huh. How do you feel about it? Irdina, switch on your microphone.
Hello.
Yes. So how do you know that that is what you want is how you feel about it? If you feel good about it, that's what you want. If there's, you don't feel good about it, then maybe you want something else. If you don't feel anything, confirm that's something else. You want something else. Are you with me, Irdina?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So to know whether what you want is what you want, make it as clear as possible and whatnot, then you ask yourself, how do I feel about this? If you don't feel anything, then that's not what you want. But if you feel for it, really feel for it, that's what you want. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Irdina.
Thank you.
Anybody else? If you have a question to ask, this would be a good time to ask the question. Shy to ask question, Bangau. Now, Atira, if you're still here, Atira, this is a BEN alumni talk. Yes, I am very much BEN alumni. Ask your questions and you relate it to BEN alumni lah. Because all these things that I shared with you today, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, are things which help me in life. Take Charge is actually all about me and my life. I'm just sharing with you those things which help me through that life. And that life among other things, is the life when I was a BEN student. You see, once upon a time ago, I started out as an economics student in the matriculation. Then among other people, among other lecturers, Dr. Nora was one of those lecturers who came to me and said, Rizal, your English is
What is
better
that,
than
Rizal?
your maths. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it,
Remember?
Rizal?
Yes, Dr. Nora, remember? Remember once upon a time ago, I was a matriculation student and you were my English lecturer at that time. And you said, you know, there's this new course in main campus, and it's an English course, and we find your English better than your maths. So, do you remember that once upon a time ago? Dr. Nora, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Dr. Nora was one of those people who suggested that I change course, and I made that choice. I called my dad up, and my dad says, whatever makes you happy. and I changed course. And because of that choice, it led me to make other choices, which led me to be who I am today. Thank you to Dr. Nora, because I knew at that moment of time, if I continued to stay as an economics student, I would fail in accounting.
You made the choice. You made the choice. So
Yeah,
good.
exactly. It's always a choice that we chose. Yes. Thank you to you. You help. So yes, it is very much about Ben. Yeah. Of the things I've shared, it is always about Ben. So if these questions that you have to ask, you want to relate about how life, brothers and sisters, I've been mentioning Ben. I didn't say BENL, BENL, because during my time it was the original Ben. There was no L at the end, so that's why I said Ben. If you want to ask me questions with regards to life as a BEN student or opportunities as a BEN student, it's very much in relationship to what I've been sharing throughout this time. So you may ask questions in relationship to that. Yeah. Irvina asked a question. No, you finished asking that question. Anybody else?
Sir.
Yes.
Sorry. One more question.
Yes, Afiq.
Right. So you have shared with us the 7 tips to share how do you remind yourself on your goals, or are you visualize it or something else? That's my question.
Remember I said get your goals crystal clear? Afiq?
Yeah.
Yes, that's very much visualizing it. The thing is, don't stop at just visualizing it.
Yes.
Make it into a movie, meaning there's sound involved. Yeah. For example, imagine yourself, let's say your goal is to graduate. Yeah, Afiq?
Yeah.
So imagine yourself wearing the graduation robe and the songkok, and you're walking into that grand hall, convocation hall, and people are clapping, and people are saying out your name, they're announcing your name, and you're going on stage, and the feeling that you have there, you can even smell the robe to that extent. You know, make it into a movie. So when I say get things crystal clear, it's not just about visualizing it. Yeah, you want to go to the extent until you feel it, until you're there, as if you're there. Boleh, Afiq?
Have to use all our senses.
As much as you can. How many senses do you have, Afiq?
5, maybe 6.
There you go. I usually like to say 5 plus 1. Because if you say 6 senses, then you tend to see ghosts.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah. All right, so it's 5 plus 1. So get all the senses involved. As you're visualizing that goal, get all the senses. That gets you excited. You see, when the mind is switched on, the heart gets excited. And remember I said, emotion drives behavior.
Yes.
So the more you get it clearer for you, and you're the only one who sees it, so what? So what? Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, sure.
Very
Thank you,
good.
sir.
Thank you, Afiq. So Afiq, I'm going to give you the book with Rizman because you asked two questions. This is me, ladies and gentlemen. This is my, this is how you can connect with me. So if you're not asking me questions now, you can always connect to me with on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, even on Spotify. I have a podcast called Mudahnya Guna NLP. Yeah, that's how you can connect with me, and you can still continue to ask all the questions that you want to ask. Yeah. But for tonight, people like Rizman and Afiq, I want you to, Afiq, I want you to take down my email address. Yeah. You go to my website there, kat bawah tu, take-charge.com.my, and you'll find my email address there. And you send me an email with your full name and your address, so I can, well, maybe I'll send it to Rizman straight. Yeah, so I don't have to send to two people. I can send only to one person. Yeah. So
Both of
Rizman,
us in campus.
yes, I think Rizman, you know where each other is staying? Yes. Okay. Fine. All right. So I'm gonna send it to Rizman. Rizman, you send me your email with your full name and whatnot. So I send the book to you and you can give it to Afiq later on. And remember, when you get the book, please take a picture of it. Yeah, put it on social media. Help me on business. Yeah. Huh?
Inshallah.
All right. If nobody has a question to ask, I pass back the floor to Fikri. Thank you very much for the experience. Inshallah, we see each other again. I'm still here if you want to ask questions with regards to life at BENL. Fikri?
All right. So with that said, a big thank you goes to Rizal Hassan for sharing sharing the Take Charge program with us. We from Elite IIUM would like to thank you, give a big hearty thank you for joining us for today, and as well as giving us a tip, or not tip or two, but a tip or seven for us to take away and make decisions in life. Alhamdulillah, I've learned a lot by myself personally. I speak for my fellow students here, for the all 71 who did come in and join us. Again, we thank you. Having that said, ladies and gentlemen, my respected lecturer and Muhammad Rizal Hassan, we thank you for the third time for joining us all for tonight.
All right. Thank you. May the knowledge be useful to you, because when it's useful to you, it will come back to be useful for me in the grave. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So I'm gonna let everybody leave right now. As you leave, music will be played. Please use the knowledge as much as you can. Yeah. Thank you very much to all. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
All right, Fikri, ask before you start dancing there. It might be useful for other people who are still in the session. Yeah.
Yes. I did have it one prepared for just in case for the session. So
Okay.
I think one of the best discussions whenever people talk about decision making and also setting goals, is often about cutting like when to know which when to know where to stop. Yes. I think like people have been in situations where you want to achieve this certain big aspirational goal, and the steps to get in the way are when you do climb up a certain level, you are not comfortable with one particular step of the way, you know. So I think the question would be, how do you, for example, a good relation to the question is when you, Rizal, made the choice to cut your economics studies towards BENL studies. Of course, you might have the economics scroll in your ultimate goal, but when did the cause effect change decision was made by you? Yeah, that's a way of
At the
looking at it.
time when I was doing my matriculation, first year matriculation in economics, after the first exam, I was actually the best student at that moment of time. Yeah. And when the choice came to change course, at that moment of time, I knew I'm not going to be happy in the next semester because there was accounting involved. So because of that part, I don't like part. Yeah. So to answer your question, how do you know to stop and move on? Does it make you happy? If it doesn't, then do something else now. Yeah, just move on and do something else now, yeah? Which makes you happy. Yeah? Because why stay? I know I could just stay and just work it out, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, but then I knew I was not going to be happy. So as I'm reflecting on that particular day when I made that choice, yeah, and in answering your question, how do you know to stop and do something else when it doesn't make you happy anymore? Yeah. Does that answer your question, Fikri?
Very much, very much. I
Okay.
think for me, I think it relates as well. Like, I think most students have after the second year or third year, you may question why you're still in the same spot or are feeling stuck in a sense. So that's what I think. That's all for me, really.
Yeah.
I'll share Rizman's book for sure.
Well, the reason, we often say, why am I still here? Why am I still doing this? That's where you need to revisit your intentions. Go back to those intentions that you set once upon a time ago. And as you revisit them, and then suddenly you realize, hey, I didn't actually set an intention. I was just following my friend called Rizman, and he wanted to do English, so I went to do English lah, I was duped by this guy called Rizman, example. Again. So as you realize that you didn't have an intention, then at that moment of time, set your intention now. Why am I doing this? Yeah. Why am I actually doing this? And set your intention. So for those of you who, you got lost along the way, kind of thing, due to those piles of assignments that you have to do, and you suddenly realize, like, why am I doing this? Why am I defining Shakespeare from an Islamic point of view? You're asking yourself, which happened to me. And I said, hey, hang on, why am I here in the first place? Why am I doing this in the first place? You're revisiting your intentions. That's why setting the intentions is very, 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 very important. Would that be great? Yeah.
I do
Those
not
of
wish
you
to
s-
extend the session beyond 10.
Yeah, can, sure.
It would be outside of the contract.
No problem. Hey, guys, this session is free. Yeah, this session is a session which people from Coca-Cola and Bosch and Nestle and Petronas they attend. And you guys are having me for free. I haven't set a time limit to it, because why am I at home? So if you don't ask questions and take advantage of this, rugi gila, dah lah rugi gila. So ask, yeah, ask away. For those of you who are still here, ask lah. What's your Bangau?
Mm. For me, the main problems that I had, starting from this semester, I guess, is constantly overthinking.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Because
can hear you.
usually, wait. So because usually, how I react to things, I try my best to not overthink. However, starting the online semester, it just came non-stop for me.
Okay.
That's the main problem that I had.
It's not a problem.
Before this, I would never overthink. That's before this, I would never.
Rizman, I heard. So you're saying before this, you never went on overthinking mode, but now you suddenly start to overthink a lot of things. Yeah, am I hearing you right, Rizman? Okay, so here's the
Yes.
fatwa for people who like to overthink. Yeah, give a deadline for yourself. Meaning, I want to think about this for the next 1 week, 1 hour, 5 minutes, you decide. Give a deadline for yourself. Because a person who overthinks is a person who needs as many information as possible. Yeah. And without that information, they cannot decide. So you want to overthink, go ahead. It's not a problem. Go ahead. It becomes a problem when you don't give a deadline for yourself. Okay. So let's say you want to overthink. Okay, I'm gonna just think about this for the next 1 hour. And you go ahead, think. By the time that 1 hour is finished, then you say, okay, now I decide. Because your mind has given a deadline to itself, it will decide. It becomes a problem when you don't put a deadline for yourself. Then your mind goes over and over and over and over and over again. That slows your decision making time. Yeah, it slows you down. It upsets you, in fact.
That is
So
interesting because sorry,
yeah.
Rizal, because that's what I usually do when I deal with my anger. I usually put 5-minute limits to
Very good.
being angry. So I just go anywhere alone and then just get angry for 5 minutes and then inshallah I try to stop. That's how I do it. It's interesting.
Exactly. Same technique. Same technique. Yeah, same technique. So you decide whether it's 5 minutes, 1 hour, 5 years, sekalipun you want to overthink the subject. For whatever reason, it's important for you. That's why you're doing it. Remember I said, every choice you make is right. An overthinking person you're making a choice. It is right for you. Yeah, that's why you're doing it. So what you want to realize is, since you can choose to overthink, then you can choose to follow deadlines. Yeah. Now that's point number 1, Rizman. Point number 2, when you cross the road, how long do you take to cross the road?
How long?
Yeah, 1 hour?
Depending on the car.
Does it take you 1 hour to cross the road? To decide to cross the road? Does it take you 1 hour? No. When you buy clothes, when you go to the shops to buy clothes, how long does it take to choose a pair of shirt, a pair of trousers? How long does it take?
10 minutes for me.
There you go. So that's point number 2. There are other things in life that you don't overthink. You decide based on how you feel about it, right? So here's the point. Point number 2 is you don't overthink everything. There's some things you do overthink. There's some things you don't. Yeah. So if you cannot overthink on other things, then you cannot overthink on other things also. It's not a problem. It's just a choice that you made. Yeah. So don't see it as a problem. Yeah. See it as something that's how you make decisions. And for different things, you decide differently. Can? Boleh. Good.
Rizal. Understood.
Good. Maybe useful. The rest of
InsyaAllah.
you are still here. Come on. Dr. Nora pun dah balik rasanya. So if you have a question to ask, this will be a good time to ask the question. That lady who felt cheated, that she thought it was a BENL alumni kind of thing. Well, my apologies to her. My response to her is, that's interesting.
I think the common whenever the programs we handle by elites, for example, often have like academic briefings and such. The alumni sessions we had previously for the last semester particularly are pertaining to academic affairs mostly. So I think this session is our new direction this semester is outwards rather than just within the university. I think that's the misconception there. I hope you don't take offense to it, Rizal.
Well, as I told you in our meeting, I would rather speak to people who wants to hear me, right? If they want to leave, hey, that's totally their choice for whatever reason. It is interesting that she took it from that perspective. So no hearts broken.
Sir.
Yes, Afiq.
Ada lagi Afiq ni.
Afiq ada lagi. Ada. Hey, Afiq, show you can show your camera ke Afiq?
Malu apa Afiq?
Takut saya punya line.
Okay. Alright, Afiq.
So, I following you since years juga rasanya.
Oh yeah, stalker lah ni.
Ya, lebih kurang lah macam. Ada macam sebab apa sebelum ni macam pernah involve juga dengan konsultan dekat utara. So I've known you lah. So one thing yang macam I'm curious about the ni macam outside of our topic today lah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask about your module yang macam take charge kan. So how did it derives from, maybe if you mind to share?
Take charge is about my life. Yeah. There was a part of my life when I joined a small training company called Focus Learning, and they had a module at that moment of time. And that particular module, it really hit me. Yeah. So I took the same module and I modified it. I put in new elements into the module. It started out with that, and then it became my own module because then I put in my flavor to it, my experience, my challenges in life into it. So it started out that way. Yeah. Now you want to understand, I think that take charge is a four parts. Yeah. What you covered today with me is take charge of self. There is take charge of communication, take charge of team, and take charge of work. So if you've been stalking me on YouTube, you will see all those videos with all those four components, and you will understand the whole take charge program. That's how it came to be. Yeah. Take charge is about my life, but I don't say it's me. I just share with you the learning of my life. I don't say it's me unless somebody asks me that question.
Thank you, sir.
and it's one of the popular programs of it's my first anchor program. It's my first program, it's my anchor program, and that's the program that's been running for the past 13 years in 9 countries. And still running now through webinar. Menjawab soalan Afiq?
Ya, menjawab soalan.
Okay. Cool. Stalker rupanya. Okay.
Sebab sebenarnya macam dah lama sebenarnya macam nak ikut your course sebenarnya yang untuk PLF. So but yeah, I'm Bangauing, I have no time.
Well, I'm going to have for the very first time the PLF program online. Now, that's a big thing for me because there's some elements of the PLF program which is very physical. So, but things are coming into place. Inshallah, in November, I'll run that same program, and we can do it online. So, tak ada Bangau untuk you lagi lah. It's just that you have to keep at least 3 days free lah. Yeah. You have to keep 3 days free. Then you learn how to become like me, and there are about 2,300 professional learning facilitators around the world who all learn from me. Yeah. So yes, time for you to join the PLF family if you're into this thing. Yeah. All right. Good.
It was macam dah interested in this film sebab dah macam ikut few macam I kata dia macam I have followed few consultants in the North area, so I know you from them lah, macam Kak Dina.
Dina Ahmad. Okay. Dah kenal lah PLF ni. Okay, cool.
And Kak Dina also did your module, run your module, right?
Yes, there are about 5 other PLFs who can run the PLF program. The online program will be first for me lah. Yeah, first time doing it, so I'll be the first one to run the online program.
I see.
Okay. The dates, just stand by. When I'll announce this, since you're the stalker, itu tak menjadi masalah. Alright, any other questions?
Afiq is Afiq is a friend of ours yang opposite to you is the person who left BENL. You know?
Oh, he left BENL.
Yeah, one of the murtads, you know.
Oh, okay.
He left us, so berani dia
So
datang.
what course are you in?
Education, guidance and counselling.
Boring gila. Boring gila tu. Now, Ben gave me all the elements that made me as I am today. Drama, reading in between the lines, from poetry, reading in between the lines. And contohnya in poetry, you learn why this particular poem came out on that time. Then you start to learn about history. So from there, I learned how to profile. Yeah. So that's why I'm so good in profiling people from the language they use, their body language. It all started with courses that you learn in BENL. Itu belum lagi yang linguistics punya part, linguistics, semantics, phonetics, and all that stuff. Oh, itu lagi best. You tend to go into people's heads. Education and counselling, boring gila.
Patah balik, Vic. Patah balik.
Again.
Yeah. All right. No more questions? Thank you very much for the experience, everybody.
Thank you much, sir.
Thank you very much.
All the best to everybody, and thank you for those of you who stayed behind to listen kepada coleteh kami ni. Alright, Rizman, you dah hantar email lah?
Oh, not yet. After this, inshallah.
Okay, you send your email, and then I'll send you the books. You make sure Afiq gets it, walaupun dia keluar daripada band. Kesian ke dia. May guide him back to the right path. All right. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Salam rahmat.